Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so I know I'm about a day late with the chapter review. These Thursday releases, like these random Thursday releases, always throw off my schedule. And it's actually kind of funny. I actually would have been able to do the review yesterday if I did not agree to go into work yesterday. Like, I was supposed to be off yesterday and today, but someone actually called out sick, and my boss actually asked me to come in to cover that shift. And so I agreed to because I figured, alright, the chapter's not going to be out till tomorrow. I have nothing else to do today. I'm just going to go in and earn some extra money. And then just as I was getting ready to go to work, I was on YouTube and I saw another YouTuber actually release a chapter review for One Piece for this week. And that's when I realized, fuck, the chapters came out a day early, didn't they? Checked the website, go to read Black Clover. Yep, Black Clover's chapter was right there, ready to be read. And I was like, fuck, I'm not going to have time to do this. But you know what? I'm actually kind of glad things worked out this way so I can have that funny story to tell in the beginning of this video. Because there's not really much to talk about with this chapter. And don't get me wrong, this was actually a pretty good chapter. It was like, had a decent amount of action, got to see a lot of good action from Asta. Got to see Asta versus Gauche going at it. Got to see a little bit of Marie using her abilities again. But other than that, there really isn't much to talk about. It basically just goes down to Asta and Gauche fighting. Gauche using his mirror magic to try to take out Asta as quick as possible because he knows Asta is the biggest threat to them at the moment. He gets Asta in a moment where he's actually about to take him out. Asta activates his black Asta form, which, by the way, I guess based off of Twitter and the for Black Clover and for Verve, I've been behind on the anime for a few episodes now. But I guess based off of their reactions on Twitter, the episode where Asta actually activates that for the first time just aired, which means I'm gonna have to catch up now because that should be an amazing episode, and that should be the most amazing episode out of the entire anime series. But anyway, yeah, he activates his black form. And then he goes on the offensive, breaking all of Gauche's mirrors. And just when he's about to go on the offensive and actually attack Gauche himself, then we see Gauche use his eye mirror to basically use Marie's ability to capture Asta in place in midair just as he was about to attack them. So he's frozen, and then they're about to actually attack him with a really strong attack, which could possibly knock him out since he wouldn't be able to dodge it. And then we get to see the other three Black Bulls who are in this fight actually show up for the first, not really the first time in the chapter, but kind of for the first time in the chapter. Henry uses his ability to control the Black Bull's headquarters to rush them all over there. We see Gordon uses poison magic to basically create a kind of the same thing he did when they were falling, and he used his poison magic to create like a little area around them. And then Gray used her transformation magic to turn it into Con. Same kind of thing. He uses poison magic to create like a cloud over Asta. Then she turns it into a mirror, and it basically reflects the attack. And the chapter pretty much ends with the three of them ready to face off with Asta against Gauche and Marie again. Now, one interesting thing from this chapter that actually kind of goes into something I brought up in the last week's chapter review is the fact that at the end of the chapter, we get a very close up on Henry, and we see that he's exhausted. He's having a hard time breathing, and it seems like he's like very tired. Now, in my last chapter review, I mentioned the fact that Henry's supposed to be able to like automatically suck the mana from the people around him, so it should be affecting Gray and Gordon, but it wasn't. In this chapter, after seeing that page at the end of the chapter, it has me thinking maybe Henry's found some way to basically control that ability that he doesn't, so he won't be sucking the energy from his friends and teammates. And because of that, he's running out of mana quickly, which is damaging his body because his body needs to constantly absorb other people's mana in order to survive. So the fact that he's not doing it is hurting him in the long run. So that could be like a reason why, Gray and Gordon are perfectly fine right now, and the reason why he seems so like out of it at the end of the chapter. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the chapter. Like I said, this was actually a very quick read. It was still pretty enjoyable when it came to its action. But this is one of those chapters where it's better to read it in the volume when the volume actually gets released as a trade paperback, because as soon as you're done reading this chapter, you can actually go into the next one. But yeah, that's it for the chapter. That's it for the review. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Comment down below with your thoughts and theories, and also follow me on my Twitter account at Manga Archives. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.